You speak, the visionary, the knowledge, the...
Yeah, and that's a lot of
all
pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll just kind of give you a little bit of my background, and then we'll come back and I'll talk about what we do here in the building. Everybody else can say their little word. So my name's Dave Sickler. I'm a 65-year-old now, father of 3, grandfather to 11. Yeah, it's lots of good Christmases, I remember that's for sure. We came about the Blue Room here because coming out of COVID, I realized there was going to be not too much to help people get through their mental anguish. There was some counseling and some pills that perhaps could help you, I guess. Outside of that, there wasn't too much. Our friends were taken away, our family was taken away. So we needed to create an environment where people could come and begin their healing process. And that healing process, to me, has to do with becoming aware of who you are, once again. So the Blue Room came into existence for us after researching something called the Dynasphere, the work of scientists in the 1800s. Kind of took that concept and what they were doing. They were building something that was just energy, free energy, and the free energy was love. That's what was in there, just simple love. The women at the science fair would warm their hands over this object because they could feel it. Some of the men could feel it, but a lot of the men at that time couldn't release and open up. And as we look around in the crowd here, we're kind of in the same spot. One of these days, more men will show up. Anyway, so the Blue Room came about. This is number 63 in the world. We're very proud of it. Dr. Wong here and myself, we did our due diligence and drove down to Calgary one weekend and experienced firsthand what it could really do. And we knew right then and there what we were going to do for everybody else. So it's been a lot of fun. It's been tough to introduce people to what it is, but by the looks of things here tonight, more and more are starting to become aware of what energy is really all about. So I look around the room here, there's quite a few energy healers in the room here. It's nice to see the young people just stepping up and taking charge and kicking the old guys out. But that's how we built this place. We built this place so others could go forward. We knew it was going to take us to get it started. It's been a lot of, not sacrifices, a lot of learning. Not too many mistakes really so far. A lot of faith, no fear whatsoever. We've had no fear, just keep moving forward. We have another dear friend opening a studio of her own, and she's spent the last 5 months with us, 4 or 5 months with us. And so, we're looking forward to supporting what Chantel's doing in her new build as well. So I'm going to let that part go for me for now, and then someone else can continue. Randy, I don't know who's next.
Anybody with name tag? Nala, did you want to speak? Okay. Well, I guess I'll really say what I so I work in the evenings here a couple times a week out of the front office, and the service that I bring to One Wellness is called the Children's Intuitive Development Program. So I work with ages 6 to 12, and what I concentrate on is developing the right brain. So if we think of our current school system, it's about developing that left brain. So I like to concentrate on balancing the left and right brain and also bringing us back into our heart space. So a lot of the work that I do with children is grounding exercises, breath work, and all of that good stuff. So that's what I do here. And who wants to go next? There's lots of name tags. Vanessa, did you want to speak?
Sure. Stand up here.
Yeah.
I hate serious. I can't be serious. My name is Vanessa, and I'm a health and wellness coach, and I specialize in chronic illness and helping people heal themselves, because I can't heal anyone. Only the person trying to heal themselves is their magical healer, I say. And we're more energy than we are physical, so I try to work with both aspects and basically walk the person through, usually in weekly sessions, but I do offer single sessions here on Thursdays. What else? Basically, I work with a functional medicine approach, which means digging down to the root cause of why something exists, why a person's struggling, and try to figure that out. And again, it can be leaky gut related, it can be emotions that are stuck, trauma that's stuck in the physical body or in our energetic body, which is our chakra system. So just basically helping people learn how powerful they are and teach them how to release all of this and heal all of this.
I'll just say ditto. No, just kidding. I just love what you said, but yeah. So I'll kind of like piggyback on that. So I'm technically an orthomolecular practitioner.
And your name is?
Oh yeah, Michelle. I guess you guys know Michelle Spray. Yeah. So technically, I'm an orthomolecular practitioner. That's just a big word for basically correcting deficiencies that are at the root of illness and disease. So anything from thyroid to gut to autoimmune diseases, you name it. As Vanessa said, working with everything, not just the physical, but the emotional and the energetic. So I'm also trained, body talk and things like that. But I've kind of created my own thing with that. I do muscle testing, so I teach all of my patients to muscle test because you never want to put anything in your body, no supplement or anything like that in your body unless you muscle test it first, and ask your body if it actually needs that, right, or how much it needs. And so correcting those deficiencies in the body. Also, when I'm speaking with my patients, I'm looking at like their underlying thinking and their subconscious, and I'm listening to not what they're saying, but what they're really saying, right? And kind of turning that around and helping them kind of move forward with some of those underlying kind of ways of thinking, right? Because how we do one thing is how we do everything, right? And we kind of get stuck in those patterns, and the universe will just keep showing us things over and over until we get those lessons. So so working on both the physical, the mental, emotional, all that kind of stuff. So I work with something called SAR codes. SAR codes and no-sodes, so they're basically biologicals that either normalize, stimulate, or sedate the corresponding tissue in the body. So thyroid, for example, depending on how the biologicals are prepared, you can either work with low thyroid, so you're stimulating or normalizing the thyroid, or hyperthyroid, you're sedating. But any organ or tissue in the body, so certain areas of the brain. I do a lot of work with mental health, anxiety, bipolar, those kinds of things as well. And I also work with a lot of kids, so lots of behavioral issues and focus and things like that with kids. So, and lots of whole families and so, yeah.
Cool.
Greg?
Oh, sure.
Sounded like everybody had things prepared. I really wasn't. My name is Greg. I'm a TCM, traditional Chinese medicine practitioner. And I work with a lot of different ailments, from mental, emotional issues to physical issues, and how they're stored in the body and being able to release those. I'm also a herbalist as well, so I'm able to prescribe traditional Chinese medicine herbs. And the reason I'm speaking here tonight is because we are doing experiments, and I am going to be working and giving people treatments in the Blue Room on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday morning. Just one treatment day to start. But that's something that we're going to be experimenting to see what we can accomplish inside the Blue Room.
And you're an acupuncturist?
Yeah, acupuncturist as well, sorry. That's it.
Thanks, Greg. How about Doc?
Yeah.
You wanna say hello?
It's exciting times for sure, and people, my name is Chong, I'm trained in traditional family medicine, and then it also has some integrated medicine in the States with Andrew Weil in the States, and all this together. So I made transition. I work still at the Medi Clinic and work here 1 day a week. It's quite exciting times. Exciting maybe background. Exam in BC, you know, the Canadian Health Alliance, for example, that I belong to, a bunch of practitioners as well, a few MDs, but a lot of other non-MD practitioners, and they formed what's called a health hub, you know, probably a couple hundred people, something like that, and to work together. So I see us here working together is almost like a health hub as well. We want to connect together, and we have a system, not even insurance and provision for finances and so on. That's what we're working on now, to try to get everything together, work together. And me, on a personal level, I consider myself like a bridge or integrative medicine, because I see a lot of people still on drugs and different things, you know. And when people are on drugs, they come in, we still have to deal with them, right? And some people prefer just stay on drugs, to be honest. You know, they don't want to talk about nutrition, they want to talk about lifestyle. Okay, I'll give you a prescription. Okay, see ya. So each one of us have a choice, you know. But I'm really secretly very happy when people come in and say, do you have anything else besides drugs? Hey, let's have some fun with this. You know? And it's amazing that you see people often don't need drugs. And that's my reward. And people who are on drugs, also my reward too. You know, they have a different mindset. I still have to help them where they're at. Right? I still see them, still talk to them. And sometimes you can give them a little bit tidbits there. They don't want to take so much, you know. And they'll go slowly. But even people on drugs, they can still change. And often, those people, the dose of drugs will drop. You know, again, meditating, relaxing, taking good food. And instead of taking 10 milligrams of the drug, we shouldn't take only 5 milligrams. That's and some of them never come off, actually, you know, and some of them, that's far as they'll go. And I have to honor that too. That's what they want, that's what they get. So thanks for coming. Very exciting times. We're together. We need each other, you know. We work together to heal society.
Anyone else Chantal, you want to say a word? Ella?
Okay. Hi, I'm Chantal, and I'm a chiropractor in Saskatoon. And the screens that you see behind you, that's the energy enhancement system, and that's my system that I brought to Saskatoon. Dave said it really well, that energy healing is the way of the future, and we need everybody to start to understand that and spread the word, because we can't do this at a grassroots level without people knowing, and the only way people are going to know is by people telling other people. So that's again why the more we can gather together and have people understand that what we're doing with these energy systems is amazing, and it's how we're going to heal the future. This system, it's similar to Dave's in a way, but it's also very different, has just a different perspective, but it's based on Nikola Tesla's work of scalar energy, and so it's a scalar field that's created by the machines, and so you're all in the scalar field, and it just has, it doesn't cause healing in the body, it just creates a coherent environment for your body to heal itself. So it takes away all the negative, not takes away, but it negates a lot of the negatives that are around us all the time, so our body can go out of that high fight or flight state, the sympathetic state, and go into that wine and dine and heal itself. So spending time in the energy system will help your body get into that state and help with self-healing. So if you have any more questions, let me know. But Dave has been gracious enough to have the system here since June 16th, I think we opened, and we will be moving sometime, probably by the end of December, sometime mid-December, to our new home. But I'm forever grateful for having had the many months here and exposure and everything else. So.
I do. Okay.
I didn't want to be after you.
Oh no, I'm a long-winded guy. I think it's a short version.
Yeah. I'm Ella. I met Dave because I went out to Manitou to heal myself. And I spent a lot of time in the water when it was really cold and swam all summer long. And lo and behold, they bought some property out there. So in the future, I hope to have one of these, maybe a one machine, and do a little bit of this healing in one of the greatest healing spots in Canada.
Yeah, we're grateful for Ella and her personality she's going to offer in Manitou, and that is true. We bought some land, so we bought 3 lots right downtown across from the spa, and we're looking to do a project with the community as we develop for a real game changer, I would say, in North America. So we have big dreams. We all got to band together and do it, and yeah, so looking forward to that. Anybody else want to say anything? If not, there's this one. And she's a good one.
Say hello, my name's Ariana. I'm a friend of One Wellness Network and Harmonic Healing Center. I have a former background in mental health nursing and some training in somatic experiencing. So I'm not currently offering anything, but we'll see how things evolve. Just thinking through that right now. Thank you.
Thanks. Okay, Lisa.
Hi everyone, I'm Lisa, and I'm into aliens and technology and things that are really fun.
Just green ones or blue too?
Oh, all the colors.
Oh, okay.
And colors. The gaseous ones.
You're not
I like
racist.
the gray ones too.
And dragons.
And of course dragons for sure. Yeah, I had aliens come to me in 2019, and that just changed so much. And I started a CE5 group, which is Human Initiated ET Contact. And then I ended up meeting Dave a while later, and he was like, I want to do a healing center. And it's just so amazing to see this is where we are, and with all these amazing people, and we're just like growing and growing and growing. And Dave and I and the team here, we're setting up a media podcasting room upstairs. So we want to do a whole bunch of like ongoing podcasting and video series to share more of everyone's stories, everyone's healing modalities, every different type of service people can get that's not in the mainstream healthcare, that, you know, they can like empower themselves and heal themselves, and also share like their healing journeys, experiences that are beyond the physical too, and just normalize that. You know, we're not physical meat suits, we are energy, multidimensional energy bodies, and there's so many other dimensions and other people and other beings, and yeah, just creating that bridge to all the other dimensions. And then I also work with a 3D printing company, and they made the Merkaba, wherever it is. And yeah, so we're gonna help clean up the earth with garbage regeneration. So that's taking garbage and plastic and stuff that just can't be recycled, or yeah, there's the Merkaba. And then we're gonna pelletize it and then transform it through 3D printing into building materials, into houses, into tables and chairs and whatever anyone needs. So we'll be healing the earth while helping humanity. And yeah, so I'd love to connect if you want to share your stories and experiences, your healing work that you do. Let's collaborate and just keep it blossoming and evolving.
Excellent. So many of you know about what we do here in the building, but there's a few that don't. So let's just go right from square one and tell you who we are and what we're about. So presently, there's, I believe there's 2 or 3 of us doing something like this. Hey, Sue at Harmonic Egg, there's us here, Chantel as well. Outside of that, am I missing somebody?
Did you say one other person?
Who's that?
I think you mentioned you're going to meet someone soon with
Yeah,
another
that's in
one.
the future.
Okay.
That's coming.
There's many, many more. They're in the quantum.
So we're pretty new as far as light medicine goes. There's not a school really on light medicine. I mean, we've kind of started our own school, I guess. There are people you can follow, but with light medicine, my experience so far has been it's a learning experience, obviously, and each one of us is different. We are a light body of energy. That's who we are. Like it or not, that's how it is. Comes from the sunlight up there, hits the plant, makes that leaf green, collects that oxygen that we need, but we're the same thing. We're the same as the plant. So the light medicine we're learning a lot about. Now we have the sound that's come up with a one machine. So frequency of healing through vibration. So we've matched the one machine with the blue room and the two modalities together in formulating something that I think has been really, really successful. And there's a few of us that have tried it in combination and have had our rewards already from that. One of them is a client of ours here, Jenna, who's going to be doing some time with us, hopefully, in the future, maybe doing a shift or two at night. But Jenna came and did a session with me. Jenna had seen one of our other therapists in the building here. She was inquiring as to what this thing's all about, so I explained it to her. And then Jenna, you have a bit of a story you want to tell us about your experience?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm a little shy, but I'll hop up here.
That's okay. Hang out with me.
So I struggled a lot. I've struggled a lot in the past with addictions and mental health. Mental health is still a big struggle for me. And I kind of noticed that I was going to a lot of talk therapy and I was leaving like understanding what was wrong but not actually feeling any better. So when I came here to see Jacinda upstairs for somatic expression, I kind of just wandered into this part and I was like, what is all this? And he explained it very well to me. And I've gone for 3 out of 4 of my sessions that I'm signed up for. And I can honestly say that like after I come out of the blue room, I feel better. I just have more energy. I feel light, if that makes sense. Yeah, and then I've tried the mats and the light goggles.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure exactly what it
Well, I'm going to
is.
explain all those to everybody, but did you have how long did the effects of the blue room last for you initially?
For me, I'd say about 2 days.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I came out of there and I felt like I could probably run a marathon, whereas when I walked up the steps here, like I was just,
Yeah.
you know. So.
Yeah. Great. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we offer the blue room here. So that's the light room here. It's a platonic solid, the shape of the building, the shape of the room. So it's 8-sided, infinite possibilities of who we are. It's a complete view of you. Up, down, sideways, doesn't matter which way. So your energy is just in that room. The outside walls, these are all soundproofed. I shut the door, you don't hear things out here. It's all you. So the room's about our self-awareness. What our purpose is, and each one of us has a different role. Sometimes we don't even know what we're doing here. We just show up. It's like, just go on with life, go to work, retire, and then it's all over. Or is it? Maybe we can change that script, right? So we go backwards in time. We have the ability to change things. So the blue room, about self-awareness, we learn a little bit about who we are, and then we have an acceptance of who we are. So once we accept who we are and in our imperfections, we have the ability to change that. We can go backwards in our timeline, I believe, and I'm not a doctor or a medical person, but I believe through thought that we can go backwards in our time and fix the things that didn't serve us very well. Myself, I had that experience. I've had heart attack, lung cancer, colon cancer, perforated bowel, all sorts of health issues that are gone. And even my doctor says, you should go see a doctor someday, but I don't go. I gave up. Not saying that we should do that. What I'm saying is that you can empower yourself to change. Whatever it is you need to change, and you can move forward with no fear. And that's what we choose to do here. Is what we try and teach people as they use the room. Become aware of who you are. Actually, all of us teach the same kinds of things, right? Become aware of who you are and accept who you are. And you can be in the moment. So you're in this moment now, but we can create what it is that we need in our future. Blue Room gives you the ability to do that. Takes you to theta brain state, so state of repair, relaxation, regeneration of cells. Produces 10,000 units of vitamin D3 per 3 minutes of the narrowband light when it comes on. I think our daily intake is 6,000, isn't it? Something like that.
6,000.
International units, vitamin D3. Isn't that the recommended?
It's 1,000. So we're
1,000?
held for 14
Okay, so we're just
1,000.
blowing it out.
Yeah.
Lots of light. But it's
very
the
low.
it's the feel-good hormone, right? That's what it is. It's a vitamin, yes, but it's responsible for many functions in the human body, and most of them we probably don't even know. In fact, most of them. So that's what the Blue Room is. It's the state we should be sleeping at night, theta state. Go to sleep, stay asleep, get up, regenerated person. We also have another machine that's been given to us to play with, I guess. There's 10 of them in the world. It's called the One Machine. It's out of England or UK. We work closely with the inventor of that. He owns a company called World Development Systems. It's been around for 40-some years. He's the inventor of a machine called the eLibra. They've sold 850 in the world. Basically homeopathy, I guess, on a machine. 33,000 different programs he runs on that machine. He's given us the opportunity to go with the One Machine and explore its usages. He helps us with it. He formulates programs with us. We use those programs in the Blue Room as well. Greg's been our first experiment. And Greg, would you mind sharing your experience just quickly?
Do I have to on the camera here?
Well,
Yeah,
No,
whatever.
okay. So I've meditated for consistently for about 6-7 years, and when I went into the Blue Room and I was hooked up to the One Machine, something very profound happened to me that happened extremely fast compared to just doing a regular meditation. So I was doing some breath work and I was just closed my eyes. I had a flash that came up, a light blue flash. And then what happened was it went down to a circle. It was a narrowing, right? And then the color changed to a darker blue. And then all of a sudden it was like a wormhole that took me to stand on a craft. And I was there with, believe it or not, my dog and my wife. But my wife was not in physical form, and my dog was in physical form. And I don't know if I was in physical form, but I know that was my soul. I was on the craft and I was looking out into the vastness of space. And it was an extremely calming event. I have had something similar like that happen to me before. I was very familiar with it. But the speed in which it happened within 15 minutes. It was just like, it was unheard of. And after that, it was just a calming effect, and it just kind of just faded out. But it was very profound. It was very, it was transportation into a different dimension, quick and fast. That's the easiest way that I can
so
explain.
did you feel any sensations throughout your body, your physical body?
My legs were bubbling.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a bubbling sensation that was happening in my legs, and that's as accurate as I could describe it. And then after I was sitting down, my whole body was tingling for just about a minute or two. So,
Good. Thanks,
Yeah.
Greg.
very profound experience.
Yeah, so we've had a few since then. Greg was the first. He told us his. I know a few of us have tried it and have had similar experiences. For me, myself, I could feel my body parts that were injured parts of my body or parts that have been removed. I could feel energy there. What that means, I'm not sure. I know what it means for me, but everybody else is different. And that's where we get to here. As this is how light medicine really works. It gives us the ability to calm ourselves, like the scalar, but it takes us to that 0 point energy where things, not that they don't matter, that we're at peace with them. And that's the key word with healing as far as I am concerned. It's peace. You have to get into a peaceful state. And when you're in a peaceful state, yes, brother?
I'd like to ask one more question.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you do acupuncture in the blue room,
Yeah.
have you noticed any difference? Any benefit? that you do?
Don't think as of yet. We've only done it twice. Chantel was the first, and she was going through a lot during that day, and I think it was just hard for her to kind of get into the right mind space. And then,
Contractor.
and then the other time was more of a physical response, and I haven't talked to a patient since that time. So.
It's sort of interesting to know
Yeah.
days ahead.
Yeah.
I know the counselors have counseled also in the blue room, right?
Yes.
Counseled already.
Yeah, so we've done, yeah, I mean, we're,
Important that too.
yeah. Yeah, the counselor, I don't know who's gone in there. Jacinda's, yeah. Yeah, so we've done Reiki in the blue room, we've done, we're doing the one machine in the blue room, Doc's done some counseling in the blue room, acupuncture in the blue room. So we work the one system. I'm gonna show you these systems as well that I'm talking about, just so you have an awareness of what they are. The one machine, let me just talk about it quickly. What it really does, it takes the energy of an event, let's say it's a traumatic event in your life or a PTSD, takes that energy surrounding that trauma and encapsulates it. It takes the template of that memory and it allows us to break it down. So it's disintegrates the memory of that trauma and lets us rebuild a new memory for it, one that we can proceed with our wellness. It's not that we, erase things from your mind. It's not that at all. It's changing the energy of something that keeps us caught, because we want to move on past that caught stage forward. So basically, that's what it does. It's a little more scientific than that, but that's the nuts and bolts of it.
Okay, sorry, Bill.
Yeah.
Question about that.
Yeah.
Do you have to be aware of the trauma in order for the?
I wasn't aware of mine, so I was
Okay.
one of the first to do it, and I didn't know. It's like, okay, he told us start on the trauma mode, so we did. We all started on the PTSD and trauma.
So it's not like you have to go in with like a specific
Nope.
event or anything?
No,
or-
no,
Okay.
no,
Cool.
no. It's the things that keep us, like for me, mine was relationship trauma, actually. I've been split up 3 times now. So, I thought I got through all those things, and I believed I did. I was functioning, but there was still issues there that you cling on to. So it helped me to create a different memory of those issues. And since I did all those things for my life, it changed drastically. Just, I had a heightened energy. I was kind of on warp speed there for a little while. Now I'm a little bit more settled. The ones that knew me well knew that, eh? So that's one thing it definitely did for me. The other thing we have here is something called the pulse electromagnetic field mat, or EMF field. This is your grounding mat, really, essentially. It also contains the Tesla coils that Chantel was talking about, that same technology. There's 6 coils in an infrared mat. I like to use the mat prior to the blue room sessions, just so it allows the body to just kind of calm before we go into a really nice calm state. It allows the cells that are in a stressed state of mind. Most of the people that walk through the door initially are stressed cells type. Allows us to just gently open them up so they're able to receive the healing benefits of the light. And what else? Oh, the goggles. You like the goggles too, right? So we have it's called the Omni Brain with the mat that we have here. So it's light therapy through the goggles. It's just a series of flashing lights. It's like a video game, I guess. You just keep your eyes closed. But what it does is, I believe anyway, or what I tell people, it helps us to come out of our thinking mind, the one that's 95% the same darn thing every single day, 5% different. Doesn't serve us well a lot of times. It's good for knowledgeable things, but this is where the real healing takes place, is when we can get to that heart state and that gut instinct and that just feeling of what is and what really is. So it allows us to just transform a little bit our thought down to our more intuitive mind. I don't know. Anything else?
I'd like to share about the 11-year-old girl.
Oh, yes, yeah. So we've had some good testimonials. We haven't really put anything on our website yet, just we're kind of slow about, we have a different business model here. It's not, we don't even have a sign out front. I'm sure most of you saw that. So we're going to start doing things now. We wanted to really have what we wanted to have our script down pat here first. So we wanted to know what it was that we're doing and how we can go about helping people on their healing journey. So we had a young girl that showed up to us maybe 5-6 months ago. And she was kind of forgotten in the system there. She didn't walk. She couldn't walk anymore. She had given up walking. She had the ability to walk. Something happened to her. An event happened to her. And she lost the ability to walk. And they showed up here not knowing how to help. I think not you, but another chiropractor had seen her and didn't have an answer. And she had seen a lot of medical professionals as well. Anyway, showed up at our doorstep. Wasn't really sure what we were going to do to help her, but you know, we just started. And Amber, a young lady that works here, she's not here tonight, but she worked really, really well with the young girl. And in a matter of maybe 2 months or so, 2 months or so, she came out of her shell, whatever was holding her back. She came out of it and she started walking, and I mean, she just runs and plays like a normal 12-year-old girl now.
She had a lot of pain.
She had a lot of pain, yeah, a lot of pain.
Yeah. When she left here, I remember a few times that the father had to carry her on his back.
Yeah.
They came in here, she stood on a scooter, so they pushed her, she stood still, push in. And that's how he said, don't touch her. She's lots of pain in her back, and so scream. There's no sense of her back. The background, I remember that teamwork.
Yeah.
And what happened was that around February, I think last year, she had fallen on her bottom, hit pretty hard on the ground. And then after that, pain started. She went to system physiotherapy. She saw I'm trying to get the records of this to see what happened. From understanding is that they saw specialists and had the scans and so on. The specialists, they did not make her. That's really good with them. So they were basically left with no one else to go to. Chiropractors, and still very good. And I think it seems to be working for her at least. And that's why they came here. And then I think it wasn't that long. Then we had reports of she's taking no baby steps.
Yeah.
Just thinking, this person is good. And then a couple weeks later, she was running.
Yeah.
She was sort of running.
Yeah.
Of course, needless to say, her parents are just delighted. You know, after a year not walking, 11-year-old daughter, how you feel. This is going to be forever. You're part of this, you know. So, you know, something happened, and the pain's gone.
You know, and
just asked the grandparents the other day, but it seems like she's running still.
Yeah, so that's what gives us pride, especially Doc. I mean, he's been in, you know, his line of work for an awful lot of years, and you know, there's nothing like being a doctor that you can watch your clients heal actually and get better. So here, I believe it's all about mental health. It's about other things, but it's about not our physical body as much as it is the other bodies around us, you know, and sometimes our mental health can help keep us trapped there. So we're big into we're pretty loose ends around here. As you can tell, we haven't finished anything. So, but we're always work in progress, right? But that's what keeps it fun. And it is fun. We come to work, it's just a blast every day. Nothing but good energy, nice, beautiful, sunny windows, and good people. Anyway, that's about it. I could talk a little longer if you want. But
Dave, can you explain the deal?
Yeah.
Oh, right, the deal. Is that, this is the pitch?
Yeah.
I was waiting for that. So we have $99 special that's running for I don't know, infinite, let's say. Who knows? Not sure when it's coming down. $99 gets you 4 weeks, gets you 4 trips on our mat, 4 sessions on our mat, and 4 sessions in the blue room, and 1 session on the one machine. So that's a weekly, you can do it weekly, so over the course of 4 weeks you can eat that up. If you want to add additional treatments, it's $30 to add a second one for that week. So we're trying to make it affordable so that people become aware of who we are, what we do. I believe we have something very magical. I know Chantel's got magical things there, as many others in the room here. So we want to expand the network, get closer in our community of practitioners in particular and clients. We're working on a membership platform right now. We're going to expand on that. Lisa has been hard working at that as well. And I think the future's bright. So the project in Manitou, and when we're going to do it with Ella, you know, hopefully we can get something going by March. We're going to need the community to get together and support that for sure. And that's about it. Thanks for coming. What's that?
So I just wanted to add that I usually sleep. I barely sleep. I'll just say that. Or I have a terrible sleep. And after I was in the blue room, like, I'm the best. It's great.
It is.
That alone makes it worth it.
See, every house should have a blue room. That's about